Hi you guys, in this video I'm going to share with you guys how I've been doing my like quick and easy everyday kind of no makeup and I've been loving it. This is my everyday go-to, so if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this eyeliner free, lash free look, stay tuned for the rest of the video. So it's been a minute since I've done a get ready with me video, so I thought we would do that because a few of you have mentioned in the comments below that you guys do love my makeup tutorials as well, and I have been doing lots of hair, less on the makeup. If you guys haven't seen, I am 20 weeks pregnant now, so that is the bump. And this was going to be a gender reveal video. However, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see what happened there. So that will be my gender reveal video will be coming next week instead. So if you guys don't subscribe, click subscribe down below as well as the bell, because the bell gives you a notification when I post new videos. So I'm going to be doing my makeup first. So I'll start with what I've been using for my skincare as far as cleansers. I've switched to the Power Start. The Power Start, I love how huge the bottle is. Like, this is a very big bottle for a very good price. I'll link all these products down below in the description. It has aloe and eucalyptus. Love the smell of eucalyptus, and it's very antibacterial, good for acne. It's also a body wash, like a big bottle, so you can use it face and body, so it's good for anyone who gets like body acne, anything like that. It has a daily exfoliator, so a gentle but effective, like it's not super gentle, but it's not like you can only use it once a week kind of thing. I have a product for that. It has a daily exfoliator in it, which I love because the older you get, the less your skin is able to slough off dead skin cells, and if you don't, you kind of get this like textured look to your makeup and your skin doesn't look as glowy. It kind of looks dull and like crepey kind of. So that is what I'm really loving this cleanser about. So daily, every day I use this, and it's a super quick, easy routine, you guys. Then I've switched back to using just my Sotox, which is an anti-aging serum. So it's good for keeping the skin firm. I'll try to find actually a picture of all the benefits and I'll list it right here so you guys can just check it out. Lots of benefits of the Sotox. And then I put 4 to 6 drops of the One Drop Wonder. It's a 1 ingredient serum that has a mile-long list of benefits from like problematic skin like psoriasis, eczema, heals cuts, scrapes, things like that. And it's also very good for when you pair it with a product like Sotox. These two come in a set. I will link that below. Which all the Lime Life products are natural and organic ingredients. Also something I so love about their products. Like, I have fallen deeply in love with their skincare products. When you pair the One Drop Wonder with anything, it amplifies the effects of that other product as well as giving its own benefits. So it's going to amp up the anti-aging benefits of the Sotox. Yes, one pump in my hand, 4 to 6 little, it's basically like half of a dropper full. Pump it in my hand and I'll just rub it and apply it all over my skin. And then I'll go right in with my makeup. But if I'm going to be outside, I will use the Lime Life Perfect Sunscreen. If you wanted to, you could nix this system if you want to keep it like super simple, because that's what this look is all about. You could just wash your face, put this on, because it is a 3-in-1. It's anti-aging ingredients in it. It is a makeup primer and also a zinc oxide. It's no harsh ingredients or chemicals or anything like that. Sunscreen. I'll link this, you guys, but if it does say out of stock, just keep checking back, because once it gets in, you guys definitely want to get your hands on this. Such a good product. So I have applied that all over my skin, and so now I go in with my foundation. And if you guys follow me over on Instagram, you'll know that, and I have linked that down below as well, you'll know that I was having some issues with my skin. It was really dry. It just wasn't my skin. Usually I have like normal to oily skin types. Not many problems with lines, and my skin was super dry, crepey, and I was finding that my Lime Life foundation wasn't sitting really well until I sorted out my skin issue by switching to this new routine that I'm using, and I found that my skin feels more like myself. I don't have the lines. I feel like my skin is very hydrated and back to its normal self, and that the Lime Life foundation, thank God, because I love it so much, is sitting so much nicer on my skin. Even if I just use this too, and don't, like, if I've tried both, using this together, just this, my skin is back to normal and it is loving the Lime Life foundation. Everything is sitting very nicely. So for anyone who's worried, with it being sort of like a cream foundation, it's actually wax-based. If it would be too heavy for oily skin types, it's not. It's so good. And if you have a dry skin type, it will work for you too. You just have to find the right skincare that's going to normalize your skin so that you don't have all the texture. Oh, I forgot to mention that once a week, this is something that I do all the time. I've been doing for so long. If you guys follow me anywhere else, you guys know how much I love this concoction. So I take the Bamboo Renew, which is actually a body scrub. On the back, it actually says don't use on your face. But it would be an extreme, like it is an intense exfoliator, so it's not for everyone. But if there's people out there that are like, I'm buying this immediately when you said intense exfoliator, because some of us just love that like intense. So I'll put a pinch of that into, can't really see it, it's light in color, the skin polish mask. So this is super hydrating, has jojoba beads in it, very nourishing for your skin. It's good at normalizing the pH and the moisture balance and everything like that. So I mix these two and I will scrub in circular motions, not super vigorously, but like I'm getting all the, like I get clogged pores on my nose. That gets rid of all the clogged pores so it doesn't accentuate my pores. My skin just looks so glowy and more plump. So any kind of fine lines that you have disappear. Your skin looks amazing for like the week following. And then it's sort of, you can tell when you need to use it again, like 5 to 7 days later, use it again and your skin is back to this magic plump. Oh, I have switched applying techniques a little bit as well. So I was using the number 17 brush. I have recently switched back. I was using this brush number 88 from Sephora, and then I switched to this 17 from Lime Life, was liking that better, but now I'm back to liking this one again. It's a super dense, packed, short bristles. It's kind of like a makeup sponge because it's so densely packed that you can really like stipple with it. So yeah, that's what I'm really liking about it. I have just been going in, this is dirty, I forgot to clean it. I have just been going in straight up. Like I'll do a couple swipes and like not much at all. I barely pressed, you guys. And I just rub this all in on the side of my face. I don't put a lot by my eye because I'm going to go in with concealer and I don't want a whole bunch of product under there, because when you get an abundance of product, whatever product you're using, I don't care what brand it is, if you get too much under your eye, that's where creasing comes. And yeah, you don't want that. You guys can see I used an insanely small amount. I always stress this. Even when you're first starting with Lime Life foundation, when you think you're using a very little bit, use less, because it's so, a little bit goes such a long way, and then it makes your skin look so natural that it almost doesn't look like you're wearing foundation at all, but your skin looks just so smooth. And like you see how you can see like my moles, but you can't see like the redness and the blotchiness that's here. And I do have some marks, like melasma type things from being pregnant they've developed. I hope they go away, I don't know. But anyways, if you do have spots where you need more, just put the product there. So I'm just going to take just a tiny swipe and I'm just going to pounce this right on that area where I have that, that sort of like darker spots under my eye. And I do have a little bit right here. I'm getting like a little bit of darkness right here and right there. So now let's just go in with the concealer. This is 0, this is 2. I like 0 in the winter time. I like 2 in the summertime, and I mix them during like spring and fall. And I have some more coming because like bare naked, but you can still, like I say, a little bit of this also goes a very long way. Look at that difference. Like even this, when I put just this on, I'm like, oh dang. But it makes me feel so good just to have a nice smooth complexion that doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup when I'm just sitting at home with my children, not really leaving, you know, the whole lockdown situation, but you still want to feel nice and fresh. So here is with nothing, just my skincare. And here is with just a little bit of concealer and foundation. I will also link right here, you guys, a video of 2 different ways to apply your Limelight foundation, because depending on your skin and everything else, you might want to do things slightly different. So that has some tips of how else you can apply. So I'm going to go ahead, speed through and apply it to the other side of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, and then as for my eyebrows, once I put on my makeup, I try to avoid my eyebrow area, but if I do get some on, I'll just go like this and kind of swipe it off. I do have my eyebrows now microbladed on. Best decision. It's like microbladed in the beginning and then tattooed for the arch. Love everything about this. Like, I'm like, why did I wait so long to get this done? I now know what it's like to be a person who can just get away with tossing on some brow gel. So I have the brow gel from Limelight. Love this. And I do put on 2 coats, and I'll just go and darken up the hairs. And that kind of helps also if I have gotten some makeup on my brows. And I'm still due for a touch-up, so I will go back, and then she's going to do the same color, but since it's a second pass, it will be a little bit darker, but then we found out we were expecting, and so you can't go back and get that done until after, babe. So I will link her Instagram. She is amazing. Her and I actually went to hair school together. She's an insane artist, perfectionist. She's gorgeous. She's just refinishing her house. So they flipped an old house, and like, oh, it's so beautiful. So she has pictures of that on her Instagram as well. So you guys should definitely check it out. I'll link her below. Chandra Rose is her name, and she's just amazing. Amazing. If you guys are in the Saskatoon area, I would definitely suggest going to her for all of your brow needs. She's so good. If you don't have microbladed eyebrows, no eyebrows, I also do have an eyebrow tutorial with powder and an angled brush that you guys might want to watch. I'll try to link that down below, as well as right here. Lots of links to all my videos in this video. Wow. Okay. So then for the eyeshadow, also when I don't talk through this takes probably 5 minutes. So quick. So this, you guys will know, is my main go-to eyeshadow palette. I stinking love it. And why I love it is because it has a highlight shade, and it has a shade that I can use to darken any daytime look with. This is such a pretty like shimmer black. It's like a charcoal black. Then I have 2 matte browns, which I can use if I want to fill my eyebrows fully and make them dark. So I have a warmer brown and a cooler brown, depending on what I'm wearing. And then for daytime looks, I have a warm brown and a cool brown shimmer that look good on your whole entire eyelid. So this palette, I will link all the numbers below because I have to pop them all out to see the numbers. I'm going to wear today, I think I want to wear this like beigey shimmer color. Ooh, so pretty. So what I'm going to do, and this is crazy easy, fluffy brush, Sigma E40, and pick up a little bit of this. I start on my outer corner and I just go back and forth. And this has no real rhyme or reason. Just toss it on because that's going to just shadow, and like, especially if you have hooded eyes. I have slightly hooded eyes. So this just sort of like recesses that back a little bit and gives like a really nice, I don't know, just like, is she wearing makeup? That kind of thing. And I go in with my finger, and then I just press this on my eyelid. When you go in with your finger as opposed to like a fluffy brush, you're going to get a little bit more pigment payoff, and it'll bring out the shimmers, like the oils in your skin, your finger on your eyelid. It's going to kind of bring out a little bit more shimmer. So it's going to look slightly different on your eyelid than above. And then what I'll do is I'll clean this out, get rid of all of that shimmer. I'm going to go in with this highlight shade and just buff this so lightly and just in a small area on my arch. And then I take a little bit on my ring finger and just press that in the inner corner of your eye. And that just gives a little extra. You don't have to do that, but I just like a highlighted inner corner. And then I go in with either, if you guys have the birthday cake, this is the Blush Bronzer Duo, which you can see this one got smashed. It looks a little textury over here, but I fixed it and I am making a video for that, not next week, the week after. So after the gender reveal, I'm going to show you guys how I fixed this to make it back to almost new. So if you don't have this, or you love this but you want the full size version, this one was also smashed by my toddler, which I fixed as well. So this is the #1 blush, the #1 bronzer, perfect bronzer. It has a bit of a shimmer to it. And the #6 blush, super pretty. In the Blush Bronzer Duo, you can also get this in a trio, and you could add a setting powder to it. But I haven't been using a setting powder because my skin just doesn't need it right now. So then I'll take my angled brush, the #3, and I will just do a little swipe here, super natural, just to enhance like kind of where that shadow is already on my cheekbone. Put some here because that just helps with my pregnant double chin a little bit. And then I put some on my temples. Kind of gives you a sun-kissed look, and I will take the smallest bit on the tip of my brush and just put a very little bit just to define my nose, just to give it a little bit of like, so it pops and doesn't like fade into the rest of my face. And then same brush, little tap, smile, apples of the cheeks. And this #6 blush, it can double up if you have darker skin tones than me. It can be a highlight shade rather than a blush. For me right now, it's like a blush kind of highlighter. It has a bit of a shimmer, super pretty, healthy glow to your skin. I have had mixed reviews on the Lime Life mascara, but currently I am loving it. I'm really loving it. It's my favorite mascara right now. And what I have found is that I used to have it in my basement where I am right now, which is a very cool place. If you've ever been down here, it's cold. And so I didn't love it when it was down here. And now that I have it upstairs, it's warm, it's summer, our house is way warmer upstairs than it is downstairs. I love this. So I think whatever the ingredients are, when they get cold, they don't apply as well on my eyelashes. When it's warm, love the crap out of this mascara. So it is a fiber mascara, but it is a one step, like the fibers are just in the mascara. And if I wanted to take this up a step, I would curl my lashes. But when I'm just being like very everyday, I don't even bother. And I still feel like this is super pretty. I have fairly straight lashes and I just don't care. I'm just like, I just like that look, very natural. So I'm going to finish applying this all over and then I'll come show you guys. Okay, so mascara, 2 coats on the upper, 1 on the lower, and now I want to show you guys lipstick. So I have a few favorite nudes that I waver between depending on the season and how tanned I am or how pale I am. A few of my absolute favorites are the Dose of Colors. Make sure you get it from the Dose of Colors website because I ordered one off Amazon and it was a dupe and it sucked. It wasn't very good. So this is Sand. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not gonna, am I gonna put it on today? I'll show you guys. So it's a very like brown nude, more skin tone. I can still kind of get away with wearing this right now, but I'm getting a little bit tanned, whereas I'd have to add like a darker liner if I wanted to wear this one. I'm obsessed with this one. Is Kylie Jenner Angel Cake. I'm not going to put this one on because it looks ridiculous on me right now, but it's like a peachy pink nude. It is so pretty in the winter time. So, so pretty. But if I put it on now, I look like I feel like Magda off of There's Something About Mary. It's just too light. Or like me, circa 2002. And then this is another really pretty, it is 100, shade 100 from Lime Life. And it is like a brown nude as well, a little bit darker than this, has a little bit of a sheen, a little bit more transparent. I'm going to put this over top. So this just gives you a little bit more kick of color, you can see. And if you put it on just by itself, it's really pretty. It's a step above a gloss, a little more pigment than a gloss, but not quite as much as the liquid lipstick in the Dose of Colors, or any liquid lipstick. And then my favorite, if I'm just going to toss a gloss on, or I could toss a gloss on over top of this, is Humble. So it is a very nude, kind of brown nude with a little bit of a shimmer gloss. Makes your lips look nice and plump. It's a good option for if you have drier lips or you want something that's super transparent but just adds a little bit of pop to your lip. So yes, those are my favorite lippies. Oh, this is my lash tip. So when my mascara is almost dry, I will take and press up for like 10 seconds. And that is an alternative to curling your lashes. It's not quite as extreme, but it does give my eyelashes a lift. Pretty cool. That is my super quick makeup look that, like I said, when I don't talk through it, takes minutes. I will link all the products below. There'll be so many links. I will spend the day linking all these products for you guys. And I'm going to get into the super quick tutorial on my hair. I don't want to make this video so long, but know that this is going to be a very quick tutorial on the hair because it's just going to be straight. And this streaming brush is the cat's, you know what. So for what I put in it beforehand, I love the Lange Grand Debut. This is just a little mini can. It gives me the most volume I've ever gotten from a root booster. You separate your hair like this, spray it in, and I just do it in the crown area. I do have more tutorials that go a little bit more in depth if you check out my hair tutorials on my channel. Then I've been loving this sea salt spray, and I use this more it kind of in the crown area, and the texture that it gives you of the sea salt spray gives you that little bit of lift. And then for the ends, I love the Satin Nectar Gloss. It smells like Fruit Loops or something, like it's so good. And it doesn't weigh down I have thick but fine textured hair. So that is the worst hair for trying to get volume in, because there's so much of it that it wants to weigh it down, and the strands are so fine that it can't hold itself up. So if you have fine, thick hair or just fine hair, you will love this gloss. Even like if you have thick, coarse hair, but just especially because usually us fine, limp noodles can't wear just any kind of shine gloss. And then I will sometimes put in the Rival Heat Shield. I know I should do it more often. And I just spritz it. Sometimes I just forget about it, but it protects your hair from heat damage, which is, you really want to use this every time. But if I'm being honest, I just honestly sometimes don't. It doesn't make your hair feel crispy or crunchy or anything. So that's why I love it as opposed to other protectants. And then I go in 450 with my brush. I'm going to show you guys quickly here. I'll just take like, and like I say, this is 2-day-old hair. So tomorrow it's going to be needing the dry shampoo, but not quite today. And you can see how straight it gets out all the kinks. Even when my hair is like been up in a messy bun, it will get all those kinks out straight. Again, this is my all-time favorite hairspray, Bedhead Hardhead. It is a little bit of a wetter feeling hairspray. So if you like something that goes on really light and dry, the Hot to Trot from Launch is really nice. I just personally prefer a really crisp, hard hold hairspray. That is the finished look. I can tuck that. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, and make sure you click the bell, because then you'll be notified when I upload my gender reveal video. I'm so excited for that. I've never ever gotten a 3D ultrasound, so I can't wait to share those results with you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.